They aren't the same size. But I'm going to use the bigger one. Get rid of this one. See, even the handle part are not the same size. So I'm going to use the bigger one. I'll put that on the fold of my material. Okay, now comes the chore of figuring out what fabric I want to use. I have an idea, but I don't know how much there is of it. You can't see it good. And it's got to be enough to do, because the inside can be something else. I dropped it. Okay. It's kind of farm-ish. Doesn't have any goats on it. This is going to be a bag that I carry my milk and stuff instead of using a Walmart sack like I have forever. So, there's plenty here to do. Really and truly, there's plenty to do both sides. I don't even have to have it contrasting if I didn't want to, but I do want to. So, that way, in case I ever want to make another one, I can use whatever it takes of this. This is probably 1.5 yards. And then I can make another one. So now we need to find a contrasting fabric. There's lots of green, little bit of red. Red would go good in there. I don't have a whole lot of red. I don't think that's very much. That would work. I'm going to get that one out. It's a big piece. What's that one? No, that one's got Hawaii flowers on it. Don't want that. That one's Christmas. Don't want that. Okay, it looks like that one is our candidate. Yeah, I think that'll work good. Alright, it's time to get busy pinning and cutting. Okay, I need 2 of each one. So, I'm going to fold this over. Get it as straight as I can. I should have folded it the other way, because that's the way it's been folded. Okay. Still got a bump in there. Hopefully this fits. Okay. Put this on my fold. Yay, it fits. And I'm going to give it a little extra. About a 1/2 inch. that back up and put it back on my shelf. And on the next piece, instead of using a plastic bag as a pattern, I will use what I had cut out for a pattern. That way I know it's exactly the same size. That little piece, or pieces because it's two, could be used for a pocket if you wanted to put a pocket on the outside or the inside, either one. I might do that, even though I don't normally need a pocket, but you never know. Okay, I'm going to unpin this and then get my other fabric laid out. Okay, got it all pinned on, and I'm going to cut it out, same as I did the other one. Except this time I don't need to leave a seam allowance. Okay, I have my everything unpinned, but to mark my center, I'm going to make a little snip. Just a little pin. Okay, and these two little pieces, well, actually four, these pieces that I said could be pockets, that one's not straight, so I'm gonna fold it back and just eyeball it. Okay, and since I have two, to make this be more finished pocket, I'm just gonna put right sides together. And I'm gonna sew start here, or yeah, just start here and sew all the way around and stop, and then turn it right side out. Same thing with this one. Turn the other way. snip the corners. This is a curved corner. The other corner, to get it to lay flat, I'm going to cut that off. Okay. We're going to turn this right side out. Because that's the top of my pocket. You just don't want to push too hard and go through the fabric. Okay. So then I will do a finished edge seam around it. All the way around it. Get this little edge turned under and get it straight. And then I will sew it onto the bag. Okay, when I have something that's not totally out like I want it, I can use a pen. See, that needs finger pressed. Or you can use your iron. I just don't like using my iron very much. Never have. I hate ironing. But I will use it if I have to. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. Okay. Now, separate these. I think what I'm going to do, instead of putting a red pocket on it, I think I'm going to put the green pocket on it and put the red pocket on the green. So it's just about the same width. I'm just going to eyeball it. Because this pocket will go on the inside. I had myself confused. This will be on the outside and that will be on the outside. Those two will be on the inside. I've totally lost my mind. Okay, so this pocket's going to be on the outside, but it will be on the back side of the bag instead of on the front side that has the barn. Okay. Whew. Gwen, get your mind straight. Okay, now we want these two sides, right sides together. Okay, we are going to sew here, here, and over there along that. That's all we're going to sew right now, but I'm going to pin it in place just with a few pins. Now for those 3 seams on the side of the bag, sewing the bag together. Okay, you can just clip these seams and then that way it lets them bend. You can clip them, but my way that I have always done it for, I guess, since home ec in high school, which was many moons ago, is to sew, make a finished edge, which you won't even see, but I make a finished edge by zigzagging really close to my seam. And then I just trim that off. And it's close enough. The next step, you take one and turn it right side out. And then you can either finger press it or you can do it at the iron. I'm not gonna get my iron out. Not yet. Might eventually, but not yet. Get these finger pressed flat. And then right sides together. You want to take this and push it up into there and get it as close to exact as possible and pin it. The other side. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with this one over here. And then we're going to sew across here on both of those. Now, I want to turn them right side out. You can snip those corners if you want to. Okay, now you want to get it, you can press it with the iron. I'm not going to. But you want to put a finishing edge and sew around. It all lay flat, that would help. This is, want to go ahead and do the finish edge on this middle section, but this section you don't want to, because you've got to sew this together to make the bag part. But this part you can go ahead and put a finished stitch all the way around. Okay, now put our corners together and pin them. We're going to start about right there. Okay. I didn't do that on this one. Okay, now we're going to turn the whole thing right side out. Through that little hole. Okay. Got it all right side out. Turn our corners and get them poked. Now I'm going to run my hand up in there to do these corners. Okay, now, that little gap that we left unsewed, Remember, we had a 1/4 of an inch seam, so we're going to turn it down at a 1/4 of an inch and finger press. Finger press. Just the friction of your fingers will kind of put a crease in that fabric. See? You see that crease? Do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now we'll take a pin in it. Now we're going to take it to the sewing machine and make a little tiny stitch. Okay, I took my tool tray off because I can put this all the way over. It's for sleeve sewing, stuff like that that's smaller. The whole time I've been doing this, it keeps me thinking it looks like a tank top. Oh, come on. All right. It kind of looks like a tank top a little bit. Okay, we got to turn it wrong side out again for the next step. I'm going to fold that in half. And this down. I'm going to pin it here. And do the same thing on this side. Okay, we're going to sew a seam across here and across here. Okay, for these, you want to fold it in. And then I'm going to do a straight seam right in that ditch. By doing it right in that seam, it will kind of hide it a little bit. You barely can see it. Grocery bag pattern, tote. Inside the pocket, outside pocket. And now I can carry my milk and my bowl in this. Thanks y'all for joining me.